Hello everyone and welcome back. In this lesson we are going to start doing some search engine optimization or SEO to our Angular application. This is one of the main reasons why would we want to use Angular Universal to do SEO optimization on search engines other than Google. We will also learn how to make our application crawlable by social media platforms such as Twitter or Facebook. Let's then get started doing SEO optimization of this Angular Universal application. We are going to switch here to a larger window and we are going to understand the problem that we are about to solve. So let's head over to the Google search engine and do a search on Angular Universal. We can see here the multiple titles of the search results. Now the question is, where does this text come from? This is the Google search entry title and this is a description that comes along with the search result. Where is the Google search engine finding this text to display? Let's have a look at one of the results. If we right click here, for example, on the first result, we're going to head over to the Angular Universal repository and we are going to inspect the page with the Chrome DevTools. If we open here the head section of our HTML page, we are going to find here at a given moment a title tag. Let's have a look. Title Angular/Universal, Universal JavaScript support for Angular. This is an exact match with the text that we have here other than the GitHub prefix. This one was added by Google. This text here comes directly from the title tag of the page. And what about this description? This is a bit different. This will depend on the search that we did here, but we can set a default text for this description. If we head over to the page, we have here a meta tag called description, and we have here as content Universal JavaScript support for Angular. So if the Google search engine cannot determine any description that is dependent on the query that we made, then it's going to use this text as a default. We can see here that this text is a part of the description that we have here. So now we have a good understanding of where search engines, such as for example Google, take the text results that we have here from the page. This means that for our Angular Universal application, it's very important to set the title tag and the meta description tag according to the content of the page. For example, in a given course, the title tag of that course page would correspond to the title of the course. So the content of the title and the description tag should not be constant, but it should depend on the page that we are seeing. Now concerning that, just one side note, the Google search engine can read dynamic values from these tags. So if these tags are set by JavaScript at runtime, the Google search engine will still be able to use them for indexing the search results. This is not the case for the other search engines available, such as for example Bing. Right now let's start by setting the title tag and the meta description of this Angular Universal application. As we can see, the title of the page is currently constant and set to Angular Universal course. If we view here another course, for example the security course, we are going to see that the title remains the same. What we would like to do is to change this title tag according to the course. Notice that if we reload the whole page, even though this is being server-side rendered, the title that we are getting back from the server each time is going to be Angular Universal course. This corresponds to the title that we have here in our index.html page. Let's have a look. We are going to open the index page and as we can see, we have here the title set as a constant in our index.html. So that's what we are getting from the server. We now need to fill in this parameter dynamically. We want to do that here at the level of the course component. This is the main component that gets displayed whenever we click on a given course. In order to set dynamically the title of the page at runtime using JavaScript, we are going to need the title service injectable. With this injectable that we have here, we will be able to set the title of this page to the title of the course. We can do that in the following way. We are going to use the title service and we are going to call setTitle, and we are going to set this title to the description of the course. Next, what we want to do is to set the meta tag named description to the long description property of the course object. So we are going to be using here a second Angular service. It's simply called meta. This service allows us to set any meta tag. We are going to start by the tag that is used by search engines, which is the description meta tag. We can set it in the following way using the meta service. We are going to call here this method add tag, and to this method we are going to pass a configuration object. In this configuration object we are going to set the name of the meta tag. So as we know, the name of the meta tag is description, and next we are going to set the content of the meta tag. We are going to set the content to the long description property of the course object. So here, description, we need to pass this as a string. And with this in place, we have already set the two most important meta tags used by search engines. Let's now head over to the terminal and build again our application in production mode. We are going to start by rebuilding the client application with npm run build client app production. After a while, our client-side production build is completed. Let's now go ahead and rebuild our server application. Once our server build is completed, we are ready to go ahead and start again our Express server using npm run start Express server. And with this we have the new version of our application running on port localhost 9000. Let's switch again to a larger window and see the new behavior of the program. So if we head over here to the main page and we're going to select here the Angular Universal Course, if we reload this route, we are going to get from the server here the same title as we had before. But now this is not coming from the index.html page, because if we hit back here and we select here a second course, let's say for example the security course, now we can see that the title tag has switched. So I'm going to do this again. If we hit back, you can see that the title tag remains. If we select here our third course, the PWA course, we are going to see that again the title tag is being dynamically set by the client-side application. Now, if we reload this page, we are going to get a fully server-side rendered page with the title already set. So this title came from the server, from the Express server. And in order to better see this, we are going to view the page source and we are going to search here for the title. We can see here that the title that is coming from the server indeed corresponds to the course that we are seeing. We have here a server-side rendered meta description that corresponds to the long description of the course. Let's then summarize. If we want to make our application search engine friendly, we need to populate a title and description tags on each page of the application. The title should be meaningful and reflect the content of the current page. In this example, we have populated the title only for the course page. If we have other pages on the application that we also want to rank on search engines, then we also need to provide a title and a meta description. Most search engines will need a server-side rendered title and meta description. But that is, however, not the case of the Google search engine. With the Google search engine, we can set the title and the meta description dynamically at runtime using JavaScript, and the correct tag will still be shown on the search results.